Hello everyone and welcome back to round 8 of our F124 Williams Road to Glory. We're back this weekend in the duel in the Formula 1 crown. 78 laps of the Monaco Grand Prix. This race for me is basically win it or bin it. But on the F123 Williams Road to Glory, we did in fact win this race. It was one of just 2 victories I took inside that series. So far this season though, we've already had 1 win. Last time out at Imola, if you missed it, it was a crazy race. We are currently, I believe, P8 in the Drivers' Championship at the moment. Sorry, P7 even. 5 points clear of Oscar Piastri and ahead of both of the Mercs there. Max Verstappen, he's got basically the double the points of anybody else. The only race he finished worse than P2 was in Shanghai, so he is still all-conquering at the top of the table. It has only been him, Sergio Perez, Charles Leclerc and I that have won races so far this year. So excluding the Dutchman, could we become our first repeat winner of the year? Get yourself subscribed if you're new. We're trying to hit 5k subs here on the channel. And yeah, let's do this thing. Hey, welcome in Toast. Hope you're doing well, mate. I'm genuinely concerned, chat, that I'm already losing my voice slightly. I haven't actually done that many videos this week so far. So I'm gonna need to try and get a good night's sleep. I'm gonna be so mad if you crash. I've waited for so long for this stream. There's a good chance I'll crash. Like there's a decent chance. That's slightly better though. It's not raining, which is good news for me. It does get cloudy though as the afternoon goes on. So hopefully we won't get too many red flags or anything, because that would really kind of disrupt it. F1 Manager this Thursday. No, Bryson. F1 Championship Edition this Thursday. Which I will warn you guys now, chat. What that F1 Manager stream is I've been trying behind the scenes to try and get a drive on hard difficulty. Now, I've been reading forums online. It's really, really difficult to do. So that's basically what that stream is going to be. Normally, those will still just be normal videos. But I do need to get back. I'm probably going to have to wait until after I've been away before I get back on F1 Manager, sadly. I just don't have the time at the moment. And although it is good fun, it's kind of just not really a priority. But that'll have to wait, I think, for another day. Now, I can't remember how high tyre pressures we need here, but I can't help but feel that it's going to need to be quite a bit. To be honest, I feel like you don't lose that much time by running high tyre pressures. Like, you lose a lot less than if you struggle with overheating. So we're gonna run that setup first of all, chat. We're gonna go out there. Sunglasses 50k. Oh, I knew it wouldn't take someone long to notice that, but the sunglasses, it was too cheap. So I thought, everyone wants to use it at Monaco. I was tempted to set it at 100, but I thought, no, I won't be too mean. But I have upped it to 50k. Hey, welcome in, Harry. Hope you're doing well, buddy. And the monster as well. Yeah, I'm a little bit evil with that one, chat. As already, that's a tiny bit of front wing damage. Oh, dearie me. This is going to be a brutal weekend. Oh, come on. I mean, it doesn't help, obviously, we're on a non-rubbered-in circuit early on. So we just got to try and settle down and get into our rhythm as best as we can. But, I mean, yeah, Monaco is just all about not doing something stupid. So in terms of, like, obviously I've recorded videos today, chat. I've had to do basically an entire Mexican Grand Prix today for 2 separate videos. And then even then, I'm going to have to do 78 laps here as well. I'm going to have ran like 160 laps on this game today, which is suboptimal. Admittedly, it is Mexico and Monaco, so 2 of the shortest tracks on the calendar. But yeah, it is quite weird. Right, well, it looks like we should as long as I don't bin it again, we should comfortably get the Delta for race sim run. But yeah, early on, it's all about. We all wanted sunglasses around Monaco. Toast. Well, this is what I thought. I was like, I don't know whether there's anybody lurking that's got more than 50,000 points. But I was like, everyone's going to have to be nice to Toast. And maybe he'll then do it. But Toast might want to save his points. I don't know whether he's saving them to try and end a stream or do a 1v1. But Toast has the power. I don't know whether actually now looking back whether that's a really bad idea. Giving Toast his power, but I see a bunch of cool things here, but what I don't see is a Discord server. Apparently the lads are working on it behind the scenes. Which, I did double check. I haven't left Bradson on red or anything. If anything, he's left me on red recently, but that's by the by. Right up towards the wall. I mean, you've got to be here, haven't you? Oh, that was a proper real lifeline there. Just nudged the inside arm coat. I mean, I've genuinely got no idea how competitive we're going to be here. Like, will we be in the fight for pole? Will I just have no pace at all? Will it be a really painful Grand Prix? Will it be a really good one? I think this is what I quite like about Monaco, is it does feel like one of the only tracks where every single season you really have got no idea as to what's coming when you dive into it. And I quite enjoy that. Has anyone played Asphalt 8? I remember for a short period, about 2 years ago, there was like loads of these, you know, like the generic TikTok videos of like text conversations and stuff, and like stories from people. There was like a few people that were doing that with Asphalt 8 gameplay, but they were using my webcam footage as well, so it looked like I was using my steering wheel to play Asphalt 8, of all things. So I was still working at the time, so I literally had people at work, because there was one of them that genuinely got something ridiculous, like 30 million views, like with just my face on the side of it. So people were like, oh, I didn't realise you did all that. And I was like, I don't. Someone's just using my face for this. Which is really, really odd. Right, there we go. Racing run done. We're getting my ears pierced. Count as a midlife crisis. I think it depends what you put in the piercing. It's fed, but I hope you're well, buddy.
We've had to spend time repairing the damage to the car.
Funny, like the VODs will go up. You don't have to worry about that, sir. I wish you the best of luck. Welcome in, Matt. I hope you're doing well, buddy. Wait, surely Toast has enough points. F124, the Flash is... I don't know if it's still a thing on console, but like, it's no longer a thing on PC. I need to fix the damage, apparently. 2 minutes to fix the damage on a front wing, when it takes him, like, 5 seconds to just put a new wing on. Yeah, I appreciate it, Dart, buddy. Thanks for always stopping by. Yeah, I could not tell you anything about the Asphalt games. Oh, there's a big gaggle of cars behind. We need to get on with it. Big gaggle of cars not that far behind. Let's just try and stay ahead of them and try to get some more R&D. I'm staggered Lando Norris let me by there. Oh, and I've damaged the wing again. Monaco, yeah, is the toughest track on the calendar for avoiding barriers. Like, I do kind of like the fact that, obviously, even today, Monaco still remains, like, this unique challenge in F1. The bigger thing for me this weekend will be tyre wear. Like, just nudging the walls will really, really damage the tyres quite quickly. So we've got to try and be careful of avoiding that as best as we can. But, yeah. Hey, thank you for the follow, Red. I appreciate it. Welcome on in. So, chat, I don't think 10k followers by the end of the year is going to happen. But I think we will hopefully get close to 7k? Or, like, less than 300 away, if I remember correctly. So if you are watching the stream on Twitch and you're not already, please do consider hitting that follow button. It'd be greatly, greatly appreciated. Oh, avoid that wall. I think we should hopefully get decent R&D from this. Hopefully a purple score, first time of asking. You just lift out over that. We'll go like that. Ugh. Try to use a bit more throttle. There we go. Nice and easy. And a job well done. We got some excellent data with that run. Just do a 5-lapper at Monaco with monsoon weather. Can you still do Monaco at night on these games? Like, is that still in the game, or did that just get slowly, quietly removed? Welcome to my world, Bradson. I'm exactly the same.
Okay, don't worry about tyres, just give it
Like, the problem I have as well is I
everything.
respond to
We just
messages
wanna
in my
make sure
head
we
and
can
then
lap
don't
close
actually
to our
respond to
rival's
people.
pace.
That's my biggest issue. Right, come on then. Final free practice. Let's see what we can do. Oh, I can't. We didn't hit the wall through turn 1. That's a good start. We are trimming the apex slightly, but that's okay. I tell you what, qualifying laps here, though, when you get them nailed, are so much fun. Like, so much fun. Not when you almost hit the inside wall through Portier, though. Second half of the lap, though, is where we really tend to fly, so hopefully... That was good. Avoid the wall on the exit. I mean, it's so satisfying when you get it nailed, but so difficult to do so. Final corner. What's the time going to be? Surely we're going to smash that target time.
Okay, test
There we
complete.
go.
That was a really good job indeed. We got a lot of valuable
Ooh,
information out of that.
purple
Well
scores all round. That we'll take that. We'll take that rather happily in the end. Hey, I appreciate it, Red Buddy. You still can do Monaco at night. Oh, that's good news then. I guess, yeah, that's at least a feature that they haven't just gotten removed again. So, purple all 3 sectors. We're 6/10 up on Alonso, which I guess is nice. But we will be the only one, obviously, that's done any kind of serious laps. You get into PC, what would you recommend, given the fact I've played my whole life on console? It completely depends on your budget, Mathai. I don't know PC prices as well as I used to anymore. Like, I was looking around at some new parts a few days ago, and I was like, PC prices have changed a lot. Some of it better, some of it worse.
Sadly, it's time to say goodbye as free practice is over. However, we'll be back shortly for more Formula One action.
Is that £2,000, Mathai, or like euros, dollars? Oh, there we go. So, I mean, Hamilton, Verstappen and I, all within a tenth of each other at the end of practice. We're pretty close. I mean, if you're talking like £2,000, you're gonna have a lot of flexibility. I would say, I mean, I might be slightly out with prices and stuff. I like AMD Ryzen, just generally. I just think they're better value for money than Intel. I might be slightly wrong with that now. But I would say, if you want like a PC desperately soon, then go with like a Ryzen 5 and like probably a 4070 Ti, maybe a 4080. That's what I play F1 on. Although admittedly I've got a Ryzen 7. But otherwise, the new generation of graphics cards are coming out soon, and that might affect your decision.
From the moment that a
Hey,
driver
Mustafa, welcome
sits
in, buddy.
a go-kart, they want to end up here, in the pit lane, ready and raring for qualifying at the Monaco Grand Prix.
Right, chat. It's time for predictions, hopefully. Is brain rot overrated? Yes. Have predictions been set up, chat? Did I miss it? There we go. Predictions are in. So if you're on Twitch, vote with your noggins now. If you're on YouTube, tell me, where do you think we're going to qualify for the Monaco Grand Prix? I might actually take a tiny bit of rear wing off. I know it seems odd, but you always want to run slightly higher front than rear wing on this game. It helps rotate the front in. So that's alright. This is the thing. Consoles, obviously, for a lot of people, are just more useful. Like, they're more compact and everything. I used consoles for a long time. It's only really the last 2 F1 games I've kind of switched over to PC. And that was more just because I'd spent a lot of money on PCs. Obviously, to be able to render and upload and edit quick. And I was playing more and more other games on PC. And I was like, I think it's finally time I just make the switch. Plus mods as well. Which, of course, now aren't a thing. But by the by. Anyway, first lap coming up in qualifying. Then, chat, we need to focus.
19, I'm afraid.
Oh, that's not the line through one. Russell has set the benchmark of a 9.4. And I was lucky to keep that out of the barrier. That could have been qualifying instantly ruined. you are just dancing between the barriers. I mean, this first lap is just a bit more of a banker than anything else. And so far, it has absolutely just been a banker lap. It has not been impressive. The pressure of having all of you here. I didn't know math. I had to just double check. Dollars is just like the universal currency. Tuck the car through, nice and tidy. Well, that was nice, I guess. In towards Rassima, as Richard Hammond would say. Okay, that lap got better as it went on. Hulkenberg's binned it. What has Hulkenberg done? We'll finish our lap 10-2. What's Hulkenberg done? Here we go. Right, where is he? Where is he on the road? Hulkenberg. Hulkenberg, is this him? Hey? So, this is Hulkenberg. What's he done then? I don't... Oh, he's just hit the wall! Oh no, not in quali as well. He's not even on a lap, I don't think. Is he on a lap? No, I don't think he... You know he's not, because he's got full battery. Oh, Hulkenberg is washed up, chat. I mean, I don't know if he's trying to avoid, like, getting in the way of the Alpine behind him. I mean, he's thrown debris at that Alpine. Perez has almost got into the back of him. So's Verstappen. But Hulkenberg out of qualifying. That's quite funny. I do not watch I'm a Celeb. I watch very little TV, chat. We have all done that. I will probably do that now in the race, now I've laughed at Hulkenberg. So, we are... How far off are we? We are 8/10 off. About 2/10 sector 1, 4/10 sector 2, 2/10 sector 3. We're going to give ourselves 3 runs here. But ultimately, yeah, that has been a little bit disappointing, especially as Alex has gone quicker than me. Admittedly by less than a 10th, but he has gone quicker. Mexico won't remain on the calendar if Checo leaves. The only reason it's still on the calendar is because Checo's there. They will absolutely replace it. Like, it might stay for, like, until the end of its current contract, but then it would just get dropped. Like, the fact they never do long contracts with it just goes to show you what Formula 1's intent is with it. Which is a bit of a shame. Right, come on then. Let's try and find at least half a second this time. We know there's some time down at turn 1. Avoid the wall on the exit. There we go, 10th up immediately. That's what we need. This lap needs to be a bit more dialed in. Kind of no mistakes, anything like that. Get closer to apexes and just generally tidier. Oh, come on. Avoid the wall, avoid the wall. There we go. Three tenths up. Okay, we've got to try and work out where to use all of my battery here. Normally on most tracks it's where you need to ration it. Oh! I've almost done a Hulkenberg! I think I clipped that with the rear wheel.
And that's P13, P13.
Oh, lucky for some. P13, hopefully not us. Oh, we're throwing away time. I mean, it was better, but only a quarter of a second up. I don't think we're going to have the pace for pole here. But we do go under 110, which is good. Back into the top 10 we go. That is good news. I mean, both laps have been a bit ragged so far, but I guess we'll take it. Mexico. The problem as well is Mexico on the F1 games is, like, the Mexico circuit on the F1 game is so wildly inaccurate still. It's painful. Like, so painful. So if we could find another 2/10, we'd be up in, like, 7th. We are currently 11th, though. I mean, it's so tightly bunched between everybody. But we need to try and get out there. And we need to try and get a good lap on the board. Right, we'll go there, I think. Any advice for not sucking in qualifying? Drive fast.
Okay, 1 minute remaining. Just
Yeah, you
1
don't
minute.
need top gear in either F2 or F1 around this place. Have one F1 game to upload content on for the rest of the time, what would it be and why? Probably F1 2020, simply for how much modding support it has. But anyway, chat, we've got to concentrate. I've got to try and nail this now. I've got to turn it up to 11. That was a bit cheeky through turn 1, but we'll get away with it. Therefore, I'm not going to complain.
And that's just 30 seconds left in the session.
Oh, that was bad. Oh, damn it. Come on. Admittedly, that damage shouldn't cost us much, but still. That was good. That was good. Oh, that was good. A 109.1 by Charles Leclerc, though. That is mega here, but through the final corner. I mean, we're going to find a lot of time, to be fair, by the end of the lap. 6/10. We go... Where do we go? About P5? P4? We'll take that. We will take that at the end of qualifying.
Goodbye for now, then.
Woo!
Make
Albon
sure you
did
join us
well.
again for Lights Out tomorrow.
Both Williams inside the top 10 there. That's a really good effort as McLaren seemingly struggled. Championship leader Verstappen down in P3. 4 cars from 4 different teams making up your top 4. But Charles Leclerc, pole position here once again on the Monaco streets. I mean, I'm staggered there that Lando struggled so much. Not so shocked by Lance Stroll's lack of pace. And Hulkenberg obviously didn't get to enjoy the track ramping up like everybody else did. P4 is a good position though, chat. We can work with that. So let's get into the race. They might put Lawson and Colapinto in. It wouldn't surprise me if they just don't now, but it would be nice. Love the short where you got mad at Stroll in quali in Miami. I get mad at Stroll a lot on these games. He's just as bad as he is in real life. That's the problem. So I think rain is meant to be rolling in after the Grand Prix, chat. Like, it is not fixed weather. So, like, if we get a red flag and stuff, there is no guarantee there's going to be no rain at all. That makes me slightly nervous. This is going to be so tough. I don't know why. Like, I feel more nervous about this Monaco Grand Prix than ones we've done before. Sometimes you've just got to have brutal enemies in F1, and Lance Stroll is one of them. Stroll or Ocon, Matt's enemies for life. I think I dislike Stroll more as a driver and Ocon more as a person, simply put. I've never met either of them. Right, chat, get your predictions in, though, for the Grand Prix. Where are we going to end up? What are we going to be able to achieve here? It's gonna be a long race. We've just got to try and stay out of trouble. But the sun is shining, and that's the most important thing. How do you get the new F2 cars? You've got to do it through Grand Prix mode, Mayhem.
In 1863, and of course a certain road race first held.
You can't do it kind of like in the normal career mode as such. You have to set up a Grand Prix season. Which made me chuckle the fact they've only just patched the fact that the calendar was wrong. Like it didn't have Qatar for some reason. Like someone at Cody's didn't even look at what the F2 calendar was this year. They just assumed. P3, I will take a trophy here. I want to try and start taking points out of Verstappen if we can, but
here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Fantastic effort from Charles Leclerc yesterday, and it's put him on pole. And starting next to them is George Russell.
Rant about the Japanese Grand Prix. I rant a lot. I don't think we're going to see many people take grid penalties here. Hopefully Albon hasn't. Yes! I want to see Alex score some points. What is my prediction? Win it or bin it. That's my prediction. I haven't had time to watch the podcast yet. Has Toast been with his new lady friend? That's the real question.
Welcome to the commentary box. I'm Alex Jakes. Alongside me,
If
is
he
Andy
dares
Bates.
asks
I love
about
this
a race
moment
routine.
in the weekend. Put us in their
If he
shoes
dare
right now.
asks
How
about
are
a
they
routine.
feeling on the grid?
You've got to know. You've got to have a
Oh, okay.
pre-race game plan.
We'll let him
You've
off on that
watched
one.
Videos before you get into the car of previous races gone by. You know where you have to place your car if X, Y, or Z happens in front of you or behind you. So having this clear game plan is absolutely essential before you get in the car.
Right,
This being a
so,
high downforce
okay.
circuit, we're not gonna
Mark's going to have
quite the same
a ramble
top
now.
speed we have at other tracks. The good news is though, it's going to make our
You did well,
DRS
Mafala.
even more
You did
effective
very
than
well.
normal. So try to make the most of it during the race and quali if you can.
I love the way they spell quali wrong. Like, it's spelled quality on this game. So, team is saying mediums, then over to hards. I think that's probably going to be... Well, that's not going to be how the strategy works out. Things will change here. I'm also going to try and be a bit cheeky and run slightly under. Or no, I don't really want to go under on fuel, I think. We'll run half a lap extra fuel as well. Right. We've just got to concentrate. They're on hards. Why? Oh, we can get a good start now, chat. 5 red lights, Monaco Grand Prix. I haven't reacted, but we've done pretty well anyway. As Russell will try and cover Verstappen. Surely we can't. Try and have a look around the outside. We'll get past the Dutchman, though, which is good off the start. So we'll go wheel to wheel with him up the hill. We will just about get in front, but Leclerc, he will hang on to the race lead. And instantly, I mean, you're 3 corners in, and immediately you're just focused on counting the laps down. That's genuinely how I do this race. I'm already now counting down how many laps are left here. That's how bad this circuit is. That's how intense it is. There's all we've got yellows out behind. I think that was just the general Constantine ring up on that one. Don't think that was much of a concern, but happy we made the move. Happy we're straight up into P3. Will Charles Leclerc get his real-life 2024 luck? Or will he get his old Monaco luck? That's the real question. And how well can we stay off of the barriers and try and stick with Russell early on? It's often not actually in your best interest to hang right behind an AI, just because of how bad the temperatures can be, but we'll see how it goes. What lap will the safety car happen?
DRS is being enabled this lap. We can use DRS when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
We could go 78 laps completely clean here, chat. You never know. Like, you just never know. How many times do you reckon I'm going to make that noise as well, where I try to avoid barriers? I basically just want to put myself in a position where I'm not under pressure from Max too much. Like, even if I'm not really attacking George or anything.
Overtake button a bit more.
I upped the price for Stafford because I'm evil. But I'll be honest, chat, I genuinely thought some people would have 50,000 points. I just assumed people would and ah about actually spending them. But apparently not. Oh, there we go, first nudge of the wall. That's a hoe-ass move. Oh, chat. Sometimes I've got to be a bit evil.
Keep taking care of them.
Yeah, one stop is normally the way to go here, just because of how important track position is, but occasionally you can make moves work. Not often, but occasionally. But you just need such a tight delta, and to feel incredibly brave against the AI. Which I'm not sure how brave I'm feeling. I mean, Leclerc's already just waltzing away at the front.
Watch out for understeer in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as quickly as you can. Push, push.
I mean, we had a really good race at Imola, though, last time, eh? So we want to try and kind of ride that wave into this one. Whoa. That wall there might catch me out at some point. It's when you know you're about to slap a wall and you don't really change your angle or anything. That's what always scares me. Like, you just kind of freeze up. Don't be. You need to do sunglasses merch. As I've said before, chat, we are a long, long way away from merch. Right, who do you think will be the first retirement, chat, at this race? Will it be me? Or will an AI get a mechanical? Or will it be me getting a mechanical? There's still every possibility of that. A 2-2 bowl would be glorious. Go back to the end of the stream. 500,000 points. I can see it now. Championship decider. We've got like 1,000 viewers in. And Mustafa just ends the stream. Well, we seem to be able to stick to George pretty easily at the moment.
The car behind is dropping back by about 0.3 a lap. Well done.
And Verstappen now is already at the DRS, so hopefully he can deal with Alonso, which will be good. Problem is, though, it's all well and good being able to stick behind the car in front. It's actually then trying to make the move. That's the awkward bit. Because the AI tend to just about be quick enough in all the right places. As you see, we gain on George there. But certainly not enough. You basically, my rule chat, sorry, is you have to be within 0.2 into that braking zone. And then you can kind of just try and force the car down the inside. And normally, then you get enough purchase that they can't kind of put you in the inside wall. Don't know what it would be like at the final corner. I just really struggle to get the power down.
Right, keep pushing. You're gaining on the car ahead.
Wow. The thing is, if we can get around George quite early, then we can try and not let Leclerc get away. The problem as well, though, when you do attack like this, is you do actually get through your battery. Wow, come on. Come on. Come on. We've done it! Lap 6 of the Monaco Grand Prix. We sneak by George Russell. That could have gone so badly wrong, especially when I locked up the rears, but it's done. Right, now we can just calm down. Verstappen to get first retirement. That would certainly help everyone else in the championship a little bit. I think the Dutchman's just going to be brutally consistent this season, chat. And no one's really going to be able to do anything about it. Ugh. Leclerc is on a mission, but now I'm intrigued to see whether we can actually match him. What our pace is going to be like now we're not stuck behind George Russell. That's going to be the big thing for me here. I can't believe none of you are saying anything positive about my overtake as well. I thought there'd be a little bit of hype in the chat for that. But clearly not. Whoa! Remember that tyre hitting the wall? Yeah, I've got to be careful in nudging it. I mean, to be fair, actually, so far we've done alright. I mean, you could theoretically, if you kept it clean, do an entire race on one set of mediums. It's only really the softs that actually wear at all around this circuit, to be honest. So it just does not look like we've got the pace over Leclerc right now. That's the big thing I'm learning very early on.
By 5.6 seconds.
I'm happy we've navigated both of those hard runners, but yeah, it seems like everybody else now as well, just starting to spread out a little bit. Because at the end of this lap chat, we'll be 10% of the way there. Ow. You been baking anything? Do I have like some budding bakers in chat? Yeah, exactly. Most of the drivers did the entire race on mediums this year.
We need to catch up with the car ahead. Gap is currently around 5 seconds.
Right, Mark, if you've got any idea about how I'm going to close in that gap, I'd love to hear it, because I'm pushing right now, and we're barely hanging level with him even when I nail it. So if you suddenly think I can find like half a second or something, then that would be great news. Admittedly, whilst I'm saying that, that lap we did find half a second, so clearly Mark's motivation is working. What? Is Albon still inside the top 10? I think he is. I think Albon's actually done quite well. I think he gained a spot early on. He might be P8? I might be wrong. I don't really have time to kind of radio the team and ask.
Push. Use your overtake button. Let's go.
I'm getting baked. That a random out of context thing for chat. Albon is P8. Okay, so Alex made up one spot as well then, which I guess is good. I'm already getting warm as well, and my AC is no longer equipped. This might be a problem. I mean, imagine Charles just basically laps everybody here. That genuinely wouldn't surprise me. Although, to be fair, admittedly, that gap isn't really going up much anymore. And when you factor in we're pulling away from George and Max still, I don't think we can complain too much. Tyre strategy might be the difference maker in a race like this. And trying not doing that too often as well would be useful. Box for hards. Right now. No, we took a bit of time out of Charles that lap then. Gap's now back under 5.
Tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving.
I think this is the thing with Monaco inside F1 24, is it feels like more than ever before, like somehow, even in comparison to the last couple of games, it feels like more of a confidence-based circuit. I saw we got an alert through chat. I will read it when I get back round to the start-finish line. I can't read too many of them around most of this lap. But thank you, nonetheless. Whoa, Smurf with 10 gifted. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. I thought it was just going to be a follow or something. Thank you, buddy. I guess I am practicing Monaco for co-op next week. We can survive this, we can survive anything. I forgot we got Monaco in co-op this season. But no, thank you very much, Smurf. That's mad. Continues stretching out his lead at the top of the leaderboard as well. I was trying to get a crash. I mean, the alerts are still coming through. If anything, Smurf, you've inspired me to drive quicker. We are starting to take a little bit of time out, Charles. I think that's as much him getting slower as me just getting a bit more confident. Ugh. In Smurf we believe. We all love Smurf.
Gap to your teammate behind, 10.5 seconds.
That only drives when the money's in.
Okay, mate, we've got some clear track in front
Dart
of us.
as well
Let's
with
make the
5
best of
bits.
it.
Thank you very
Let's make
thank you.
this one a very fast lap.
Hey, why have I got to achieve a 15.4? We should be able to do that, surely. Ugh. Thought I was in second. I mean, the AI, to be fair, they're starting to spread out a little bit more. I mean, we're pulling away from George now as he's under pressure from Max. Oh, that was close. If you've been teammates with Alex Albon, you seem to be getting quicker at this stage, chat. Yes, we're definitely going quicker than Leclerc.
Look easy. Nice work. That's why I love working with you. Smashed it.
Our car, the pace is definitely holding in there, but I think Leclerc just worked his tyres too hard early on and is almost immediately paying the price for it. I mean, he's got a long way to go. Ugh! Maybe he felt that he could try and pull out a pit stop margin over most of our runners? I mean, what would you need? Probably about 20 seconds here, wouldn't you? He's got like 7 over George. But yeah, that gap I don't think is really going up anymore. Perhaps that's what we got to be looking at. Trying to get that gap over Russell. He is definitely slowing Verstappen down. But again, we might not be able to do anything if we close in on Leclerc. Such a difficult, awkward track in terms of strategy. Yeah, Leclerc's literally doing a George Russell from the sprint. Sorry? Okay. Yeah, Leclerc's got nothing right now, chat. Whether that pace will suddenly get better again when I get there. But, yeah, Leclerc is really struggling. I mean, that works nicely for us. Aww. I mean, thing is, well, we basically know any time from now we could get to the end. No problems. Catching is one thing, passing is certainly another. No place is that truer, sorry, than the Monaco Grand Prix. Oh, I keep definitely nudging the walls a bit too much now. Easy does it. Oh, we're actually burning through way more fuel than I expected as well. Only down to a quarter of a lap spare, so happy we didn't go under with it.
Okay,
I mean, unless we get a safety car or something. Are we going to have to do some fuel saving a bit later on in the race? I'm not going to worry about it yet. But that is a problem. Well, not a problem necessarily, but something just to consider. That is the only way I can go through that hairpin, chat. I cannot keep my arms in. Are the DNF jokes old now? Never old. They're only old if I just don't DNF anymore. And we all know that still happens. I'm intrigued to know when Charles is going to pit, though. My guess would be sort of somewhere around lap 30. And yeah, he's not really pulling away from George anymore. I still definitely am. So if we can get round him, it's a real chance for us to try and build up a bit more of a gap. But, again, trying to get round him is one thing. Not DN. Sorry, what's DM? Oh, is that... What's it? D's nuts, is it? Or... I'm so confused, chat. Am I old? It is. It is that. I thought it would be. I'm so old, chat. I can barely, like... Even, like, we were talking to Gary last night on stream. He was talking about something. And Gary's, like, 6 months younger than me, and I had no idea what he was on about. Like, even I talked to Gary, you could convince me Gary's, like, 4 or 5 years younger than me. I'm just an old man who doesn't get the internet. Like, sensibly, when I think about it, there's no way I should be a content creator. Like, I don't keep up with trends, I don't get memes, things like that all the time. Gary is Canadian, that's a good point. Right, well, we are now in the range of Leclerc. Alonso's dropping back from Verstappen as well, so maybe there could be a gap there in a few laps. Actually, to be fair, kind of the top 8 have spread out quite a lot. Maybe we can try and get out ahead of Alex at some point. To be honest, these tyres feel fine. I don't know why I'm worried. Well, Charles Leclerc, he's led a good portion early on of this Grand Prix, but now the pressure is on. Will we see the Monegasque man stay out of trouble, keep doing what he's doing? Or are we going to be able to try and force a move somewhere, anywhere, around this most tight and twisty of streets? Definitely won't get the run out of the final corner. Not with that much wheel spin. Definitely trying to take the wider line on the entry to 1 than the AI. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Can we try and do what we did with George Russell earlier on? Chuck it up through Casino Square. Leave it in 4th gear on the exit. No, we can't. Ooh, okay. Yeah, I just don't think we got the tyre grip to try that move anymore. And we were lucky we kept that square. That could have been bad. That could have been really bad. I think to quote a wise man, a lot of poo shot out there. Yeah, I think I'm going to need a new pair of underwear, chat. We'll end the stream there.
Tyre condition still looking good.
Oh, we're just starting to get a little bit ragged. The important thing at Monaco is you don't ever get confident. You don't ever believe, is my key. Diarrhea 212. That is not a good name.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 17.6 seconds.
Oh, again, though, we get right up behind Leclerc. Up through here. Oh, and again, come on. Down the inside. Oh, we're not going to fully complete the move, though. Side by side to the hairpin. This was not what I wanted. Give me some space, please, Charles. Oh, no. What is this? He's done it. He's held on. I was not expecting to even get a run on him there.
So, all of our tyre pressure data is currently reading 0. Assuming they still look inflated to you, we're going to guess that it's just a bad sensor. Shouldn't be anything to worry about.
That's been a scary couple of laps. It's not over yet. Have you ever seen cars go wheel to wheel through like 4 corners here? Apart from maybe Bevel and Antonelli in F2. That was scary. I mean, you don't really race at Monaco, you just try and survive it. And if I keep doing that kind of thing, then we ain't going to survive. I mean, we just tried to slow it down so that Leclerc would have room around the outside. None of this, I'm ahead at the apex, it's my corner, malarkey. But he's definitely slow over there. If we can just time the run and stop just clipping his diffuser, that would be good. Problem is the AI as well get really good traction out of the hairpin. So unless we can do something through there, which I'm just not quite able to get close enough for, we can't really do a lot. I'm changing my 2/10 rule to basically alongside on the way in. I mean, this is just getting scary, chat. Still got more than 50 laps to go. And I can never make moves down at Raskas. I don't know why. I just never have had the confidence to get down the inside there. I mean, all this is doing is helping Russell and Verstappen out. But we know where Leclerc is weak. We just have to be a little bit further back on the exit of Casino Square, and then we can try and go for something. Oh, again, just not quite getting the power down. I mean, we're running sim damage. There's only so many times I can afford to kiss his diffuser before I pick up front wing damage. Oh, no. Or slap the wall like that. That was okay. That shouldn't cost us. I'm sorry I'm not able to read chat at the moment. I'm kind of a bit busy. Oh, that was bad. When is a 3-hour solitaire stream? That'll probably be in November.
Dropping a second a lap to the car behind. 1 second.
Turn 1 is the best spot to overtake. It is not. I can never, unless I've got a ridiculously good run, I can never get past someone down into turn 1. Not AI, anyway. Oh, Leclerc just broke earlier than I was expecting that. We'll get back out still in P2, but to be honest, I'm not too worried about not being all over his diffuser anymore. That could have gone worse for us. Could have got more damage. Get your bottle emojis in. But I'm genuinely not upset about that. Because we can close back in on him pretty quickly. Or we try and go for an undercut. Oh, ah. Shame I don't know what the gap to Alex is. That's the big issue. Because if we could pit and get ahead of Alex, then it might still be worthwhile. I think we'll try and close back in on Leclerc, and if we can get to him again, then we'll try that. I mean, that little mistake as well, chat, gives me a bit more time to read your messages again. Most of them are just telling me I'm a bottle, but it's okay. Tell me that was the only spot I could overtake at. Yeah, this is the weird thing, isn't it? Like, I always like down in towards Upper Mirabeau. Other people like down into Rascasse. Sergio Perez likes down into that chicane. And some people obviously like Turn 1, but it's just kind of weird how everybody is confident in completely different spots. Oh, Perez has got past Alonso. Okay. So be interested to see what Checo's pace is like, but a little bit of swapping around then coming on a bit further back. Nice to see that they can make some moves here. Problem is this time around is I'm now actually dragging George and Max back to Leclerc. Ow. Yeah, Albon must be so close to kind of 6 seconds behind Perez and stuff. Because obviously the last thing I want is to come out behind that group of cars and then be trying to carve our way through again. It's just quite risky. Ugh. Staying at the wall. Like I said, once I get back to Leclerc, I'll think we'll gamble it more pit. Real man overtake through turn 13, 14. Where's that round here? Is that the chicanes? Stop touching the wall. If you don't touch the wall, you're not at the limit. Like, to find the limit, you got to push the limit, chat. That's my mantra. Doesn't work well for me very often. I think Alonso's really struggling now on those mediums, because he's dropped away from Perez quite quickly. Box for hards lap 30. That's roughly what I'm going to try and go for, I think. Every time I see those kick salvers as well, I assume it's a yellow flag. I don't know why, because they're green. Ugh. You watch Top Gear in English class? That's brilliant. Was it a proper one? Or was it a more recent one? Hello, horse. I should call you Tesco. Right. Do we think we get ahead of Alex? Oh, it'd be so close. We'd be right with him. We'd be right with him. I reckon we'll do one more lap and then we'll dive it in, chat. 50 laps on the hards to get to the end. I'm just trying to work out roughly what the gaps would be. I think at the moment we would just about get ahead. But it would be too close if we had like a tyre issue or something. Alright, come on. Come on. We're going to box pit confirm with the team. Oh, I've got no spare fuel. So we need to save about a lap's worth of fuel, chat, I reckon, by the end of this. Just because we've used about half a lap extra inside the first third. So that is going to be something we have to be mindful of in the second half of this race. I genuinely thought fuel usage would be better here, but apparently not. Right, but I've told the team we're boxing. We've definitely pulled out a little bit more over Alex as well this lap. That is good news. Yeah, gap's about 20 seconds to our teammate. I think that's about what time we'd lose by doing a pit stop. I think. If we mess up this calculation, that might be Monaco dreams gone immediately. Right, come on, come on, come on. Nice tidy run into the pit lane. Don't get done for speeding. There we go. That was a fairly conservative pit lane entry, but it was still good. We've got to undercut and then save fuel once we're in the lead. That's all we can really try and do.
Right, let's go. Come on.
Good tidy pit
Perfect
stop.
job from you and the crew there, mate.
Here
We're
goes
delighted.
Perez. Yeah, we might have done this fairly comfortably, actually. Here comes Alonso and Carlos
Okay,
Sainz.
stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross onto the track.
Well, clearly the pit stop delta's a little bit less than I thought it would be. It's only about 18 seconds here. But I'm happy we gave ourselves that little margin of safety. Now we've got to try and get these hard tyres up to scrub. And that's going to be fun, because then we've got to start making moves on drivers that are still on wrecked mediums. Ow. Ah! Come on. So difficult when you move on to a new set, just to settle in nice and early on. Dart as well with another bit. I appreciate it, buddy. Thank you. I mean, surely we're going to be going quicker than Leclerc. You have a mixed tyre set, box. Imagine if that was a thing.
Car in front, but we need to look after the tyres. We won't be making another pit stop.
Like, genuinely, I think in the nearly 20 years I've been watching F1 now, I think I only ever remember that happening twice. And I was at one of those Grand Prix. And I don't think the other one people could attend. The only two occasions I can think of was Bottas at Spa 2015, which was the first race I ever... Oh, yellows! Yellows, chat, and it's not me. Please don't say it's Alex. Nope, it looks to be an Alpine. Is it Ocon? I think it might be Esteban Ocon or Pierre Gasly that was running into problems. I mean, a safety car would screw us. And I mean completely screw us at this stage of the race. But the FIA don't care about that. It is... I mean, what are they doing? They're still going round. Maybe it's just a puncture? Seems very odd, whatever it is. It is Gasly, though, that's out of the Grand Prix. And somehow not a safety car. Guess that's good news for us. Now we've got to try and get a run on Sainz. And I tell you what, when we got the tyre delta advantage like this, it's a shame he's got DRS. Because we probably would have been able to do something there. Thoughts on F1 2019 career mode? I didn't ever end up playing that much F1 2019. It was kind of the lost F1 game for me in recent years. Right, come on. Down the inside of Carlos. Ow! That's not going to work. The second time this weekend I've been side by side with a Ferrari. This time around we really can't afford to give it up, though. Luckily, Sainz will give us the room. And that was a move around the outside of the hairpin. We'll take it. It's Abbott as well with the 50 bits. Thank you, buddy. Sorry I missed that one. I appreciate it. Oh. Right, come on, Alonso. Will we be able to get a run on him? Oh, again. I wish I had the bravery to look for moves down there. I mean, surely with the DRS, though. We're practically pushing him along through this final corner. Surely we get the run. Oh, too much wheel spin. I don't really want to have to try and go for the same move I did on Sainz, but I think it's going that way. Ugh.
Mate, after that front wing damage, we've got to look after it now. Please protect the front wing. Come on.
I guess we'll force the nose there. Alonso will give me the space. That genuinely wasn't my intention that time. Oh, around the outside again. Give him the room on the exit, but that's 2 laps in a row we've done that move. I have no idea how, but we've done it. Now we've got a bit of breathing room up to Perez in front. It is hammer time. We've got to go for it. Although I think, to be honest, based on our lap times at the moment, I think we get the jump on Leclerc anyway. That's the fuel warning. The fuel warning light's still not up, which I guess is good. Ow! No!
I'm afraid, but don't worry about it. There's a long way to go. Chin up, and let's focus till the end.
That's not the end of the world, but it's not good either.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 6.8 seconds.
I tell you what, look on the minimap as well. Leclerc now, he's under real pressure from George and Verstappen, so those 3, yeah, I mean, the gap to Verstappen's less than 15 seconds, so I think we would be ahead of Leclerc when he does pit. But it then, of course, is about trying to hold on to that lead. No! That was bad.
Okay, take it easy on the car. We can't sustain this level of damage.
I wasn't intending on trying to do an end-centre on the exit of Portier there. Where he clipped the inside wall and took himself out of a dominant win. I still can't get over the mad fact that after that Grand Prix, where Senna stacked it at Monaco, he would never not win a Monaco Grand Prix ever again. As Leclerc finally in. Russell to the front. Surely we're going to be ahead of Charles, though. Surely we're going to be ahead of Charles. Here is Charles Leclerc. Where is he on pit exits? There we go. That is good news. He's actually going to come out behind his teammate as well, so... How far behind is he? Charles Leclerc's really struggled. 7 seconds back. That is a huge undercut. Did he have to take a new front wing? I don't think so. That seems like a really slow stop by Charles. But then again, it is Ferrari. He knows, obviously, that Sainz will pit probably this lap, so he can carry on his way. To be fair, the fuel... We're actually saving fuel now on the hards. I don't know how. But we seem to actually be saving fuel. Who on earth is that? Well, oh, it's Perez, of course. I forgot Perez was in this race. It happens a lot in Formula 1 chat. People forget that Checo exists. So I've got no idea how long the hard runners will go for. Twitch now censors the word Karen. Is that real? Oh, there we go. Sainz and Albon in. I'm surprised by how many drivers started this on hards. Like, really surprised. Oh, you idiot. Oh, that, I mean, it's still not bad, but it's getting worse. And the problem you get when you pick up a bit of front wing damage is that you tend to then get more and more and more. Come on. Ah.
Okay,
Hey, welcome back on in.
trading the car ahead by 1.6 seconds.
Twitch censors a lot of random things. It's quite funny in that way. Leclerc does a 12.6. So he is cooking. Leclerc wants his lead back, chat. But I would assume every single car now is on the hard tyres, whether they've pit or not. Will Perez try and hold us up to help out Verstappen? I have to wait and see. That was close again. Oh, we've got to try and overtake another car, chat. I'm not prepared for this. Not even a half distance yet. We've still got more than 40 laps to go. That was close. I mean, can we just go for the old faithful move? Maybe not with this front wing damage. I could have potentially tried to have a look there, but didn't want to risk it. Try and just get round him. No. Sometimes what you can do there is if you get far enough along the side... Oh, Matt. The AI will give you the room. You will get really nice traction, though. Keep using the battery. We're through. Around the outside of Checo.
Brilliant. Nice move.
Woo!
Keep going.
That front wing damage does not feel good. We could try and box a second time later on in this race. But I want to try and be right up with George and Max before I go for it. To make sure that... Like, maybe we could try again and go back to another set of mediums, perhaps? Like, if we're right with them before they pit...
10.2 seconds. Gap to your teammate behind, 33.3 seconds.
Yeah, what I could be tempted to do is, if we get to Max and George before they pit... Try and go for an undercut. Although, actually, we won't be able to undercut, will we? Because of the front wing change. We might just have to try and limp around with... I mean, it's more than half a wing, but with that damage for the rest of the afternoon. But, yeah, Leclerc is closing in. 40 laps of defense? Do we reckon we can do that? I'm not optimistic. What AI are we running? 110. Oh, my, that was so bad. Oh, no, sorry, not on... it's about 107 for this series, sorry. Just because I got to try and read chat and everything as well.
About the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good.
And ultimately, it's probably not as entertaining if it is just a complete sweat fest. Like, if I'm just there trying to race against 110 AI. I mean, a red flag now would save Sauber. Like, absolutely save them. I think, yeah, for the moment, we'll have to try and limp it. But this lap does mark half distance of the Monaco Grand Prix.
Okay, Leclerc's just set the fastest lap of the race so far.
Yeah, Leclerc is flying along. I guess the one good thing is, though, is we are saving fuel again. I'm not sure how we're saving fuel, but we are. Yeah, look at that. We're back up to 0.2 laps worth, so it's going well. And like I've said before, to be honest, the front wing damage doesn't feel that bad. Like, if anything, it just kind of makes you race a little bit more sensibly. Hey, how are you getting on with it? The R12, that is a powerful base. Does someone want to sponsor a trip to Sheffield? Right, well, I guess the good thing for us now is obviously that Leclerc probably won't find a way around Checo. I hope. He shouldn't do. Oh. I mean, that's just getting worse and worse every single time I do it. A safety car or something. Well, once the others are pit, would be such a lifeline. We just got to try and pull away from Leclerc whilst he's stuck behind Sergio. And kind of go from there. To be honest, chat, I'm actually surprised we've made it as far as we have already. I thought we might struggle a bit more in this. Ow. Macy running ACC, doing on F1 last night. Yeah, I think that's the thing. When you go to a direct drive wheel, if like you don't fine-tune it and everything and test it out, you're immediately in for a bit of a shock when it almost breaks your wrist for the first time. Oh, no. That's bad. Oh, that's really bad.
Damaged. Expects a lot of understeer unless we replace it.
Oh, that's really not good, especially now it's on both sides. Can we limp 37 more laps, chat? Exactly, Smurf. We've all got to try and earn our keep. Like, I've never understood kind of this hate for people having to work different jobs. And I get, of course, that's me being in my position sat here currently playing a game as my job, but... like, at the end of the day, we all just want to try and survive. And not just survive the Monaco Grand Prix. But really, is working like the Monaco Grand Prix. A lot of cycles, working for the entertainment of the rich, and you just want to try and get to the end of it. Some of you will succeed, well, some of you will succeed, more of you won't. This is the Mat212 depression hours, chat. Where we talk about all things wrong with the world around us. Don't know where I'm going with that, but let's just focus on the Monaco Grand Prix. We're still taking time out of Max and George, which I'm staggered by. Like, genuinely shocked. But again, they're going to be so fast towards the end of this. Like, it wouldn't surprise me when Sergio pits where Leclerc's with me again within 3 laps. Oh. I always like a hug dart. But you guys send me lots of virtual hugs. Admittedly, in and amongst those virtual hugs is often a lot of bottles and things, but I like our little community here. I like the way we support each other. That's the important bit. Well, we support each other and laugh at me. It's a good combination. Oh, I could be so tempted to box again. Like, so tempted. So I'm just thinking, if we could take some time out of Charles whilst he's still stuck behind Checo. Problem is, I don't know whether we'd be ahead of Lewis. Especially with a wing change, we wouldn't. But I think Lewis is on the same strategy as me, isn't he? So we wouldn't be able to... Like, we don't really stand the chance of taking more time out of him anyway. So difficult. Like, it's just struggling to rotate everywhere now. And I'm worried about what that's going to do to the tyres later on. But I'm also there kind of thinking we're going to have to make more overtakes as well. Cut the chicane and then pit. If I win, do I fill up a bathtub and jump in it on stream? Have you not seen, Mustafa, that water prices are going up 21% on average again in the UK this year? Just so the water companies can pay the fines they've got from dumping all their sewage in the rivers. And then giving out the shareholders big bonuses anyway. Shoey if he wins. I did a shoey once, like 8 years ago, and it made me violently ill. Not instantly, to be fair, I just had a cold for like a month. When are the AI going to pit, man? That's what I want to know. Oh, there we go. Verstappen's in. Sorry. Didn't even realise that. There we go. So, yeah, AI is starting to consider it then.
So your ERS is running a bit low.
No! Oh.
Changing your ERS mode in the MFD for a more conservative burn rate, or you
Don't know
might
why I
try
down
some
shifted there.
lifting or gentle braking to recharge.
Oh, Hamilton's in. Okay. So I reckon we do want a box then. We'll be out behind Verstappen. We'll be out behind Russell. We should just about stay ahead of Perez, I reckon. Hopefully. I think it's worth the gamble at this stage. I'd rather be safely quicker again until I damage the wing. I'm just not convinced at the moment. Do we pit chat? I don't know. Oh, yeah, that answers it for us. That immediately answers that question.
Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them.
Yeah, the issue we got, Mark, is with the front wing, and we'll do a bit more on the way in as well. 37 miles an hour in pit lane. Yeah, onto mediums we'll go to the end. George Russell, I think, has had some issues. That's a slow stop for him. But into the pits we'll come then. Get a new wing on. Mediums to the end. Leclerc's going to be way out in front.
Okay, let's go now. Come on. Perfect job on the turn in there, mate. Looks like a nice.
That was
stop time.
mono.
We're
It
happy
might well
with
have
that
been, for all I know. Oh, Piastri's pit as well. That's okay then.
one. Up
So
to
going to be
speed
back out
now.
in
Let's get some
P4.
heat into those tyres.
So we're back to where we started, chat. And now, basically, second, third, and fourth, we're all going to be trying to close in on Leclerc. Verstappen, admittedly, isn't that far behind. I think Russell had to have a new wing as well, and we've got so much turning. I'm going to damage the wing again now because of how much more front end I've got. I don't even know what the gap to... The gap to Charles probably got to be, what, close to 20 seconds, I reckon. Can we take that out of him by the end and get around Russell and Verstappen? I'm not going to hold my breath. But you never know. Lapped cars, things like that, they can all make a difference. And I want to try and claim fastest lap. I mean, it's actually mad how much front end we've got now. Like, I'm struggling to adapt to it. As there we go, Verstappen, 11.4. That's the time we're chasing. It's only 1.3 seconds clear of what I've done so far today. Let's go for it.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 23.4 seconds.
was decent. Purple sector 1. That's good. That was close. No! I let go of my steering wheel. Oh, damn it.
Okay, be careful with the front wing. You've taken some minor damage.
Again, that's not the end of the world, but it's not good. I just didn't hold my steering wheel at the right angle there. That was silly. Oh, no.
Okay, so
No,
gap
no,
to
no,
car
no, no.
6.1 seconds.
Oh, chat, this is bad. This is bad. Don't really want to have to pit again. Oh, what's the lap time going to be? Oh, 11.5. Didn't even do it.
Okay, you're
Oh,
about 6
chat, I'm
seconds away
bottling
from the
it.
next car. Keep pushing, and hopefully that's going to start to come down.
I am absolutely bottling it here, but we know we get a safety car, red flag, anything late on in this race. Like, everything at Monaco can change so quickly, we cannot afford to give up. Hey, welcome on in. Rewind. Hope you're doing well, mate. You've come to the Bottle Job Grand Prix of map 2 and 2. I almost stacked it. And apparently Albon's down now into P10, which is a bit of a shame. I mean, if Alex can get a point here, though, that's pretty good going for Williams. Ah. Oh, we're losing time to Verstappen. But he's now closed in on Charles. Come on, lap 50. Haven't got that far left to go. Oh, that was bad. Don't know what I did there. Safety car is needed. I mean, if we got a safety car now, we could box again, take a new wing, and I think we'd come out ahead of Alonso, which would be useful. To be able to pit, get a new wing again, and only lose one spot would be quite nice at this stage. Can I stop nudging the inside wall through Rasamakasima? I'm driving tired. I'm fairly tired.
To get to the end of the race on these tires.
Ah! Too many mistakes, man. Oh, we all feel that through the front end now. Trying to chase glory when we should be looking at just picking up some points, I think. Don't want to pit again unless we absolutely have to. That amount of front wing damage won't need us to pit, but I think it will. Say, unless something crazy happens, really eliminate any big shot we've got now. Destroy the wing, cause a safety car. Oh, boys. Come on. I don't want to lose to Perez here.
Okay, mate, your lap times are all over the place right now. We've got to have consistency. Come on, we can do better than this.
No wonder me lap times are all over the place, Mark. I keep damaging the wing. Oh no, how on earth? Never seen anybody take so much curb through that. Case and Mayo. Thank you for the 100 bits, man. I appreciate it. Keep Perez pushing. Can eat rubber. I think if we can just stay ahead of Perez towards the end, we'll be happy, to be honest. Looking at the way things are going. I'm staggered as well, even now. Leclerc hasn't lapped anyone. Like, Sauber and Haas have struggled this weekend, but I'm staggered that he hasn't got round to anybody yet. Perez now is all over my gearbox. Oh, don't try and have a look, Checo. Please don't take me out doing something stupid late on. If Perez takes me out by trying to just sneak the nose in somewhere, I'm going to be so upset. Yeah, I just got to keep trying to use ERS. I would come out way behind Alonso. Like, it's just not worth doing at this stage. Thing is, that doesn't actually do any damage, nicking the inside wall. It's just more about the outside wall and the exit. Wish they would keep calling it Kers. Yeah, but the problem was it wasn't just Kers anymore, though, was it? But yeah, Urs has never quite caught on the same way. It wasn't just kinetic energy anymore. Oh, where am I going? No! Sergio! I was still there! Right, now we might have to pit. Now we might have to pit. I got no idea what Checo was thinking, but we were still alongside him and he just turned across. That was quite realistic. I cannot believe how quickly our Monaco Grand Prix is coming undone. I mean, if we box now, we'll still come out ahead of, like, Albon's train and things, but
just focus on the driving.
They're going to need such a good push towards the end. Damn it, man.
Okay,
Oh, this is so annoying.
now. We can work on a new objective later.
So annoying. No, I had to pit. We would damage it more and then be in worse trouble.
Okay, go, go, go. That was a fantastic stop. Faster than we were expecting.
You have to enable it, I think, in the game settings, but you have to do it at, like, the start of your series. Please say we're ahead of Albon. Aww. Well, Alex Albon's done us a favour there, because I think he's causing a bit of a train. So we'll get back out of our teammate, but we'll try and claim fastest lap bonus point as well. I guess try and take that one from Verstappen, but just over 20 laps to go. We've just got to try and get to the flag. So disappointing. So disappointing. The way this race has gone. I mean, it's not over yet, still, of course, but we just got to really try and push on. Here's the problem. You get too comfortable around this circuit, and that's what costs you. It's sort of too comfortable. Almost sticked it in too early through to back. I do not want to end up with our second DNF of the year. Thank you, Dart. Good luck in training, sir. Thank you for the 8 bits, buddy. Let's try and go for our fastest lap.
Gap to the car in front.
How am I down in sector 1?
8.9 seconds.
How does that work? How am I going slower? Tried F1 2015 today. I need to do a video on F1 2015 soon. Right, green sector 2, that's good. I mean, a safety car, even now, would still help us towards the end. Come on, there we go, 11-1.
Fastest lap of the race so far.
That should be fastest lap locked up.
5.1 seconds.
Pulled like 5 seconds over Alex in like 2 laps. It's quite impressive. Again, purple sector 1. F1C with a controller or wheel. I've got no wheel that I can play F1 Championship Edition with. It's still on a controller. Ah! That was close. Purple sector 1, purple sector 2 again though. Come on, into the 10s. There we go, 10-9.
That's a new fastest lap of the race.
Chat, we are cooking. I'm not going to give up yet. Oh, I thought that was mechanical then. I genuinely thought I was going to come up with a mechanical then. I would be gutted.
The pace is strong, but be aware these tyres need to go the distance. Okay,
Yeah,
gap
we are
ahead.
really getting through these tyres. Okay. Oh no! Engineer's glitched! I didn't think that was a thing anymore. We won't get any information from Mark. I thought they patched this. Come on, 20 laps left of this race. What wheels work with that game? I got no idea, to be honest. I could never quite find a definitive list. Apparently there were like 3 that were officially supported. And then a few more that kind of worked. You know what else I found out about F1 Championship Edition chat? That might be the maddest thing ever. So back obviously when that game, because it came out quite early on with the PS3. But originally you could, if you had 1 or even 2 PSPs, you were apparently going to be able to set it up with the game. And obviously either use 1 PSP as just a rear view mirror, or you were going to be able to set up 2 and use them as your left and your right hand side mirrors. Like for 2007, that is mental. Like, absolutely mental that they were going to try and implement that. They didn't in the end, I don't know what. I'm guessing it was, like, limitations with bandwidth and things back in, what, nearly 20 years ago now. But the fact they were even considering that, I think, is absolutely insane. And apparently, I think they took it to, like, E3 or something that year and did actually showcase it. But it was still only, like, a beta version. And it just never came to the full game. Like, I think it was also, apparently you were going to be able to do, like, triple screen support if you had 3 PS3s. You could, like, wire them up together somehow. But, like, PS3s, I think, were, like, $700 when they released, so I don't think anyone was going to be buying 3 of them. Race engineers don't tend to go to the bathroom during a Grand Prix. In the same way well, they might sit on the pit wall in a nappy. I don't know. Right. Oh, come on. Stay out of trouble. We can make it through this group. We are so much quicker. But it is not going to be easy. We could get P5, I reckon. I think P4 is going to be a bit more tricky. Ugh. That was not the line I needed through one. But it is just going to be about how well we can try and get around these cars and how cleanly. Because again, the softs as well in dirty air will overheat so fast. Whoa! I was not expecting Oscar to be that slow there. I have no idea how we didn't hit him, or anything for that matter. Problem is we can't get the run. I mean, instantly, when you're tucked up behind on the softs, you can just feel the tyres begin to melt. Oh, I can't try and switch him through Raskas. Come on. Oh, we've got a nice run there, though. Surely this will be a run. Surely. Around the outside of turn one. You don't see moves often there, but we've done it. There we go. Happy with that. Up another one. Right, how on earth do I think I'm going to be able to overtake Hamilton then, chat? We need good driving, not luck. Exactly. Well, ideally around here you need a bit of both, to be honest. Whoa! And we are just trying to send it through there. Just be. Oh, hello. Hello! Okay! We'll do that then. I mean, Hamilton nicked the inside wall. That's what helped us out there, but clean around the outside through Raskas. You heard that correctly. Around the outside through Raskas. What on earth was that? That was insane. Thank you for the more bits as well. I appreciate it. Oh, come on. Right, can I please stop nudging walls? It is so scary. We try it again. We'll try it. Won't be able to get clean around the outside though, but we surely will get the run off for the final corner. Oh yeah, fully alongside. Around the outside. Oh, stay out the wall, thank you. Another one down. I don't think 20 seconds out of Perez in the final, what, 12 laps or so is going to happen. I'll be honest. But we are flying along right now and building up confidence as we go. We can just get past Alonso and then not have to deal with dirty air again. That would be fantastic. I mean, through this section we still absolutely fly. Whoa, that was close. But obviously Alonso won't have the DRS, so if we can get a decent run, that might be an advantage to be had. Oh, just 2 little snaps of wheel spin. Come on, Fernando. He's defended around these streets so many times before. But will he be able to do it again? Oh, again, you just got to try and see if you can throw them off. See if you can upset their line. Surely we won't get the run here. We'll try it, though. Oh, we've done pretty well. We got the traction. Oh, Leclerc's gone. No way. Charles Leclerc, race leader, out of the Monaco Grand Prix. I didn't even realise what was happening there. But the Ferrari man's dreams of victory at home, once again, are going to elude him. Max Verstappen, I believe that'll be, into the lead of this race. And if the Dutchman ever needed more luck in this series, which he absolutely doesn't, a little bit more has gone his way. Leclerc, that's been a mechanical failure. Out of the Monaco Grand Prix with just over 10 laps to go. The curse continues. And I was going to say, how nice would it be if we got to Perez by the end and someone else had a mechanical? I didn't think it would be Charles, though. That means, chat, we could still try and get a trophy. We can somehow go nearly 2 seconds a lap quicker than Sergio. A trophy could still be ours by the end. Based on this tyre, these tyres, though I'm not convinced. This has been an utterly ridiculous race up to this point. Utterly ridiculous. Ow. But I want to try and get a trophy. And to be fair, we've taken over a second at Sergio on this lap, I think. We just won't get any gaps from Mark. That's the problem. Immediately, the tyres feel better again now we're out of the dirty air. But yeah, I'm just not convinced it's going to be enough by the end. We'll keep just trying to plug away. You never know. Someone might get mechanical gremlins or something. Anything. I mean, we are just drifting around at the moment. It's not a good way to look after these tyres, to be honest, but there we are. Yeah, rears are already struggling just a bit. I think this is going to end up just being a try and get it home. I don't think we got the pace over Sergio sensibly. Yeah, again, that lap we took just under a second out of him. Come on. Ten laps left after this one here from Monaco. And I think now it is just coming down to get to the flag, bring home the points. I would say it's a shame you don't really tend to see AI make mistakes here in this game, but they don't really tend to in real life anymore. So that would be a bit unrealistic. What is unrealistic though is Perez running well. I mean, it's not 2022 anymore, is it? I'm so sweaty as well, chat. Like, it's so uncomfortable. I think, though, these final 10 laps are just going to be about bringing it home now, to be honest. I think we're asking too much to try and get to Charlie. Sorry, to Charlie, to Sergio, even. Oh, I can't believe Leclerc's the one that gets the mechanical here. Heartbreak for the Monegasque driver, and it looks like, yeah, Verstappen's going to get, what, his 6th win of the year? 5th or 6th? I think it's his 5th, isn't it? And he does maintain his tally, I think, of he won't win one, then he'll win 2. He won't win one, then he'll win 2. He didn't win the last one, and he's about to win another one here, so we already know who's going to win. I think it's Canada. Is it Spain or is it Canada next? I think it's Canada, isn't it? That'll be glad he can't read chat today. He can try and read chat. Ooh. He's not perfect at it. I mean, imagine if Max and George took each other out late on. I don't think genuinely anyone's going to go a lap down, though, which I think is even more impressive. I think that Sauber will just about stay there towards the end. Ooh, that's not what we need. Just another gentle reminder from the game that I could still bin it. Even when I'm just trying to survive. The Fiery Five I don't think is a good nickname. I like the enthusiasm. Oh, come on. Get the power down. In towards the final 10% of the Monaco Grand Prix. Now is really the time where you want to just start counting down those laps. Looks like Russell has got no answer to Verstappen late on. Dutchman just flying along still. I mean, we are still going quicker than Perez, but yeah, nowhere near enough. Ah! Come on. Starting to get a headache, chat. I've been concentrating that much. Ooh, that was close. Come on, 7 laps left of this race. You know what? To finish, if we finish, to hang on to P4, I don't think we can complain about too much. With everything that's gone on today. I mean, to ever finish a Monaco Grand Prix on these games always feels like an achievement anyway. But, you know, Williams nonetheless. That still, we did win Imola last time out, but it's not a particularly great car in this game. I think we should hopefully walk away, quite rightly, a bit proud of ourselves late on. Having said, though, I've still got to try and finish first. Just stay out. To be fair, chat, I don't want to jinx it by saying this, but I think since we bought them on the softs, we haven't actually damaged the wing at all, which I'm sure will happen before the end, but I'm quite impressed with that. That was close. Come on. 6 laps left of the Monaco Grand Prix. Since you turned off subtitles, you haven't had an issue with it. The thing is, I only keep the subtitles on, so people watching the videos can understand what Mark's saying. So I kind of don't really want to have to turn them off. Oh, ow. Ow. How is none of that damaging the wing? Yeah, Williams, well, say, I don't know, when would have been the last time Williams would have done better than this at Monaco? Could have been the early 2000s. Oh no, it might have been 2006. I think they got a double podium here. I'm pretty certain. I would assume the best results since then. I don't think, yeah, they certainly haven't had a podium since then. Read chat, Matt. 5 laps left of this race. Wah. Sometimes the front really bites up, other times it just doesn't. Never quite know what it's going to do. Ugh. Thank you, Kason, again for the 100 bits, mate. I appreciate it. 200 bits, sorry, I thought. Full tilt. We've just got to try and get there. 4 laps left of the Monaco Grand Prix. I'll be honest, chat, when we started this one, I never thought I'd make it this far. Based on my record so far at Monaco on this game, I didn't think we'd get anywhere near the checkered flag. And to even make it 4 laps from home, I'm pretty happy about up to this point. Admittedly, if I've got this far, I want to make it to the finish. But, yeah, I was really not looking forward to this one. Just was very worried we were going to have, a bit like Jeddah, we were just going to make an embarrassing error that would cost us come the end of the day. We're still fine on fuel as well, which I'm quite impressed with. The solitaire will be more intense, probably. Come on. Come on. We're still not setting bad lap times towards the end of this. 3 laps remaining. A solitaire stream with Bradson. That would be quality toast. You and Bradson doing solitaire together. Teamwork. That's what you two need. A bit more teamwork, I reckon. Ugh! That was close. Oh man, Monaco is brutal. He's so brutal. Like, I both love and hate this track. It can give and it can take away. Ugh. 2 laps left. Come on, stop. Just messing around, Matt. Get to that flag. Claim these well-earned points. I mean, like I said, I don't think we're going to ever challenge Max for a title unless he gets a really bad run of form later on this season. But we're not a million miles away from P2 overall. And I mean, that was Leclerc, wasn't it? I think it was P2 overall, and we were only about 20-odd points behind him. I think Russell and Perez will still be ahead of me, of course, but yeah, we're going to be in that fight for second overall. Maybe if we disqualify Max or something, I don't know. Don't bottle it. I'm trying not to bottle it this late on. I'm really, really trying. Has Verstappen lapped that Sauber? I still don't know. Gonna be close. Yes, he has. Oh, okay, that's a shame. And so's George, even. I really did think everybody was going to remain on the lead lap to the end of this, but one Sauber, my money's on it being Zhou Guanyu, is not going to do that. But as we round the final corner then to start the last lap of the Monaco Grand Prix, 78 laps here. It's had its plenty of highs and plenty of lows today. Poor old Charles Leclerc and Pierre Gasly both failing to see the checkered flag. But I tell you what, 78 laps, no safety cars. One virtual safety car, I believe. Did we get a VSC? I don't even think... Did we? I can't even remember whether we got a VSC or not at some point during this race. But Max Verstappen, he's had a lot of good luck so far this season, it must be said. He's going to get a little bit more here. He is going to win the Monaco Grand Prix after Charles Leclerc, once again, his Monaco curse seems set to continue there. The Dutchman, though, from, I think, P3 on the grid, wasn't it? He's going to get the job done. Back on top once again for, I believe, his 5th win of the campaign there. George Russell, a well-earned P2 for Mercedes. Sergio Perez, he stayed out of trouble, apart from taking me out, to walk away with P3 there. But through the final couple of corners, I'll be honest, when we went into this, I didn't think we'd get to this point. Nice and easy through that final corner. We're going to survive the Monaco Grand Prix 4th to 4th.
Okay, pick up rubber and bring it home.
Oh, chat, I'm so knackered, honestly. I mean, I'm happy I survived that, but I'm so knackered. Oh, man, we'll take it. We'll take it. Hey, thank you very much, Kason, buddy. I appreciate it. 300 bits.
So are we looking at a champion in waiting?
Oh, pardon me.
Kind of performance. They were driving with
He's won 5 races so far this year, Ant. He's already championship leader.
They just know within themselves that that championship is within their reach.
Oh, man.
Here come today's winners.
Oh,
The team at Red
fair
Bull
play,
have
yeah.
done a phenomenal job
On the
recently.
predictions.
It's clear to see that they've put in the work, and they should be proud of the victory
Hey.
they've secured here.
4 plus 4, 44. LH44, hashtag blessed. Oh, chat, I'm genuinely knackered from that. That was so intense. Like, all those mistakes at the midway stage were gutted. And I was there kind of starting to get a little bit worried on a few occasions that I was just going to bin it. But to get away without doing so in the end, I'm happy with. Red Bull double podium ahead of Russell as well.
Another weekend of motorsport. But with more races lined up, be sure to join us when we come back with more Formula One.
Well, there we go then. Max Verstappen, he will take the dub here on the Monte Carlo streets, ahead of George Russell and Sergio Perez there. We come through for P4 ahead of Alonso, Sainz, Hamilton, Oscar Piastri. Alex Albon gets a couple of extra points for Williams as well there, ahead of Daniel Ricciardo. See, Stroll, he actually made up some spots in that Grand Prix, ahead of Lando Norris there, and it was, yeah, Zhou Guanyu, the only one that went a lap down. Just poor Charles Leclerc and Pierre Gasly, they both failed to see the checkered flag. What does that do, though, to our championship standings? Well, it means that we are P6 now, ahead of Charlie Boy. Perez and Sainz now tied for P2. 5 points behind them is Lando Norris. 5 points behind him is Fernando Alonso. And 5 points behind him is ourselves there. So, yeah, I mean, Max has got more than twice the points of anybody else so far this campaign. He's just been able to score where everybody else has struggled. And, yeah, with that result as well, it is still just both Alpines, Zhou Guanyu and Kevin Magnussen, that have failed to get a point this year. Williams were not too far away from Aston Martin and Mercedes as well there. But thank you all so much for watching. If you have enjoyed, please do make sure to leave a like, get yourself subscribed, and we'll be back very soon when Formula 1 returns ready in Canada.